Hey guys, our nutrient nugget today is about the importance of nuts and seeds. It comes from The End of Diabetes, one of the best books in the world by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. Talks all about how to get rid of diabetes. So if you know anyone who has this disease, send it to them. Link for this book is down below. Very important information. A lot of the information in this book is all nutritarian information that is in a lot of his other books as well. So when I read this stuff, it's not just for people with diabetes, it's for everybody, okay? So here we go. This comes from page 111, and the title is Nuts and Seeds Protect Against Cardiovascular Death. Raw nuts and seeds are packed with nutrients. They contain lignans, bioflavonoids, minerals, and other antioxidants that protect the fragile freshness of the fats within and contain plant sterols and proteins that naturally lower cholesterol. Because these foods supply certain fibers, phytochemicals, phytosterols, and bioactive nutrients like polyphenols and arginine that are not found in other foods, they also prevent blood vessel inflammation. Perhaps one of the most unexpected findings in nutritional epidemiology in the past 5 years has been that nut consumption offers strong protection against heart disease. Several clinical studies have observed beneficial effects on blood lipids as a result of diets high in nuts, including walnuts, peanuts, almonds, and other nuts. A review of 23 intervention trials using nuts and seeds convincingly demonstrated that eating nuts daily decreases total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. Not only do nuts and seeds lower LDL cholesterol, but they also raise HDL cholesterol, which is the good stuff. Interestingly, they can help normalize a dangerous type of LDL molecule, the small, dense LDL particles that are particularly damaging to blood vessels, especially the endothelial cells lining the blood vessels. Studies on nuts reveal much more than just their power to change risk factors like blood glucose or cholesterol. They actually show that nuts decrease cardiovascular death, overall increase lifespan. 5 large prospective cohort studies have studied the relationship between nut consumption and the risk of atherosclerotic heart disease. All found a strong inverse association. That means nuts are life-saving. The protective effect of nut consumption on heart disease is not offset by increased mortality from other causes. In fact, nut consumption has been found to be inversely related to all-cause mortality in all tested populations, including whites, blacks, and the elderly. Eating nuts and seeds offers a well-documented intervention for increasing longevity. The beneficial effects of nut consumption observed in clinical and epidemiological studies underscores the importance of distinguishing different types of fat. Nuts contain mostly mono and polyunsaturated fats that lower LDL cholesterol levels. However, the favorable fat issue does not alone account for the health benefits of nuts and seeds. These powerful health benefits are not achieved when oils, rather than whole nuts and seeds, are substituted as a caloric source. That's important to note. You don't get the health benefits if you just have walnut oil or almond oil or something like that. You have to have the full nuts, the whole nuts, and nothing but the nuts. Okay. Based on data from the Nurses' Health Study, it was estimated that substituting fat from 1 ounce of nuts for equivalent energy from carbohydrates in an average diet was associated with a 30% reduction in heart disease risk. A leading researcher at the Harvard School of Public Health on the value of nuts in the American diet says, our epidemiological studies have shown eating about 1 ounce of nuts a day will reduce the risk of heart disease by over 30%. Guys. The most fascinating and perhaps most important finding is that nuts and seeds do not just lower cholesterol and protect against heart attacks. Components of nuts apparently also have antiarrhythmic and anti-seizure effects, which dramatically reduce the occurrence of sudden death. These rhythm-stabilizing effects of nuts and seeds are not due only to the amount of omega-3 fatty acids, but also other beneficial qualities of these natural foods. The consumption of nuts powerfully reduces the chance of having a life-threatening cardiac arrhythmia called ventricular fibrillation, ventricular tachycardia. People who have heart disease do not always die of heart attacks. They often die of an irregular heartbeat that prevents the heart from pumping properly. And he goes on to say that the absence of nuts and seeds in a diet may actually increase the risk of one of these fatal heart rhythm disturbances. In my years of medical practice, the most common reasons patients have come to see me are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, atherosclerosis, angina, diabetes, and being overweight. People following my nutritional advice have seen dramatic improvements in their conditions. They've lost weight, normalized their blood pressure and cholesterol, and reversed their heart disease and atherosclerosis in an impressive and often dramatic fashion. All my patients were advised to eat some raw nuts and seeds in their diets. So there you have it, guys. Information on why nuts are so important for you. There's a lot of information about this in Dr. Fuhrman's books. Eat to Live being the most basic, important one to read if you haven't started reading his books yet. I'm going to put links for both of these books down below. You can get started on getting your healthy education along with my videos. If you want to know some really great oatmeal recipes that include nuts, you can check out my 9-day oatmeal breakfast boot camp. There's a link for that down below. Also, if you're interested in another really great product that's great for our health, I sell some matcha green tea on my website. It's the best type of green tea you could possibly buy, highest antioxidant level of almost any food on the planet, and I have the very best source because it comes from my friend's family's farm in Japan. So feel free to check that out. I'll put a link for that down below as well. If you are interested in improving your health and longevity, stick with me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment on this video if you appreciated this video. Let me know what you think down below. What is your favorite kind of nut to eat? I like all of them. I love nuts. Peanut butter, probably my favorite thing in the whole entire world. But also I've been really, really loving walnuts lately on salads and pecans and things like that in my oatmeal. So let me know what you think down below. What's your favorite kind? And like always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.